Pretty nippy Wednesday night in an international week, but none of that matters if Stockport could find the right result here. Stockport, a team that struggled to score against Hartlepool, a team that can't keep a clean sheet. Something has to give. The app, as ever, available to download from the website to give you the ability to rewind and watch the live action as it unfolds. As it unfolds here, you'll hear it described by our dynamic duo once again. Adam Virgo is alongside Adam Somerton.
Thank you, Matt. Evening, everyone. Well, this is a meeting of two of the National League's best supported clubs, each in the top 5 in terms of National League attendance figures this season. But right now, their respective league positions are nowhere near as lofty. Rates. Featherstone. Here's Mafuta. As part of that Salford City side promoted by the playoffs last season. Thomas, joint top scorer for Stockport so far this season. Thomas has only got the 3 goals though, and that probably illustrates the problem they've got, doesn't it?
Yes, especially in front of goal. One thing, they're not scoring goals, but also as well, when balls have been played up to them in the last few games especially, the ball retention's not been good enough to get the likes of Thomas into good areas. That's certainly a concern for Jim Gannon. Thomas is an excellent player. He comes in off that right-hand side. I think him and Walker can make a really good partnership in terms of that movement and creativity in the final third.
Stockport's first corner, and it went from Walker and deflected and in. Oh, what a start this is for the Hatters. Ash Palmer, the centre half, an unlikely scorer. Their first shot of the game, and it results in a goal.
We're talking about giving a vulnerable side an initiative early in this game. It is such poor marking. Mafuta turns his back. Number 15, you can see, he takes his eye off the ball. It is such basic defending. Away from home, be tight to your men early in the game. Craig Hignett will not be happy with that goal being conceded so early.
Nicky Featherstone to take the free kick. Can they hit back quickly here? Hartlepool. Minahan. He's done really well here. The right wing back needs some support. Options left and right. Walker. And Walker goes on, and there's his shot. Oh, what a save! Brilliant stop. And Minahan has stayed forwards. And driven in again by Walker. Turnbull. Stockport so close to a quick-fire second.
Adam, I can't tell you how good that save was from Ben Killett. You know when Walker wants to get in on that left foot of his, he wants to try and open his body out, play that into the top corner. Just see him just before he strikes the ball, he gets low, ready for the spring. You watch his body position, nice and low, and then he springs and tips it onto the post. Just watch his position there. Look how low he is just before the shot's taken. Because he knows he's going to have to try and stretch and dive for that ball, and using the right arm, the lefter. But so far in this game, he's given away the goal and poor in possession as well.
It's such a relief for Stockport to get that early goal. They've gone 4 games without one for tonight. Now it's Hartlepool looking to create with Donaldson. Gets it back again off Featherstone. Nicely done. Donaldson. Oh, just wouldn't dip enough. Close though.
Well, he's been Hartlepool's best player so far, Ronald Donaldson, and I think he's really enjoying the little gives and goes, that bit of space and time that he's got. The technique.
And a European qualifier, you can see that from 7:15 on BT Sport 1 and Ultimate. Minute. The energy and endeavour he has. Minahan down that right-hand side, Turnbull. Thomas with the cross. Early ball was good. Oh, what a good finish that is. Debut goal for Tom Walker. And having been denied by that superb save from Killett early on, he wasn't to be denied for a second time in front of goal. Smart finish. Stockport double their lead.
Well, the good thing that Stockport are doing now, capitalising on a really poor start from Hartlepool. Poor defending again, this time it was Richardson. But you have to say the two best players for Stockport so far is Thomas and Walker in that final third. Good little link-up play there. Bell gets across Rains and does so well just to let it run across the goal there. And it's a tidy finish there from Walker. You actually think he's going to the left-hand side of the goal, but he doesn't. Shows the goal in the eyes and goes to the right-hand side.
And that's when I said earlier, Adam, the frustration for Craig Hignett must be that it's one step forward, two steps back at the minute for Hartlepool, because their form has been so up and down, they just can't find any consistency at all. They played very well against Yeovil at the weekend. He was delighted with the performance.
They were excellent after a disappointing game against Dover.
Kiosa, still plenty of time though, that is the one big plus for Hartlepool. They can turn this around. Kiosa's done well, he's got Mafuta on the edge of the box. Kitchings forward, and Toure looked to try and place it. Arthur got in the way. Strong challenge by Mafuta on Minahan. Kitching now, drives it in! Is there any sort of touch on that? Kitching certainly feels that should be a corner. Stockport have lost their last two home matches against Torquay and Aldershot. Lost 3 in a row since January 2016 at home. That was when they were in National League North. James showed good strength. Kiosa was shown inside and he was content to go there, look for Donaldson. Some of the approach play from Hartlepool hasn't been bad, but it has lacked a cutting edge.
Rains
up against his former club, one of his former clubs tonight. Michael Rains actually started out with Stockport, the Hartlepool centre-back. Thomas sends it in. It's nicely done again by Walker, and Walker wanted to finish it. Off the bar it goes. So close to a third there for Stockport. The effort by Thomas, but Walker involved in the build-up.
There's a great little give and go there. He actually come off Richardson in the end. He'd already made the first challenge to stop the shot coming in. Seen line on the edge of the floor there. And sticks a foot out, puts it onto the bar. Eventually they get that next goal. This is a really interesting game on. The momentum really will be with them.
Rains is one of those forwards. Kerr's in the box too. Donaldson. Kitching. I decide to have a go here. He does. Straight at the goalkeeper, Hinchliffe, but it's been a positive start to the second half by Hartlepool. Featherstone. Kitching. Toure fisted in here to Donaldson. Now Toure again. Once more he looks to go to the byline. Turns away from Minna. Featherstone. Donaldson. Suggestion there.
I think he's found it difficult in defensive areas. It's not his natural position, of course. He's a quality player on the left foot. They get into good areas. He can put decent quality crosses into the box. But I think Stockport just need a bit more of an out ball on the left-hand side. And Cowan coming in can maybe occupy Kioso as a more natural left back. Maybe a better balance defensively.
Mafuta takes it on here. Kioso up in support. And the pullback by Kioso is nowhere near a Hartlepool player. The only thing I can think there is that he thought the referee was a Hartlepool player, because of course they are playing in a dark kit. Here's Leasley. Leasley with a great cross. Oh, it almost deserved a goal. What an opportunity at the back post for Powell. Leasley. Another good cross from him. Appealing for a penalty, some of the Stockport supporters. Minahan's won it back. Well, he had no right really to win that ball back in that position, but he did. He easily got 23 assists in that year that Harrogate got promoted from National League North. Good ball in. Almost dropped for Sam Walker. Would have done but for the presence of Gavin Holohan. Featherstone to Gus Mafuta. Donaldson. Mulhern. Leasley's made the run through the middle. He might be ignored here. Good save by Killip. Shot by Elliot Osborne. Featherstone. I have to say, Adam, despite the fact they're trailing 2-0, it looks like unless there's a big turnaround here, they're going to lose this Hartlepool, but it's not a game where you would say they've been really poor. Some of their approach play has been good. They've just lap punch in the final third, and they switched off twice defensively in the first half.
I think it sums up their season, really. I think Craig Hignett and Hartlepool fans maybe have felt that they should have more points on the board, certainly more wins on the board in terms of their emphasis on the ball and the way that they have played this season, but they've not been clinical enough when they've been on topping games, and that's been their problem. It's another example of tonight.
Oh, this shot by Holohan, and Kabamba's arriving, and they've got one back into the final 5 minutes. Could there be a comeback on here? Nicky Kabamba has given Hartlepool a lifeline and a route back into this.
Well, great centre-forward play there for Kabamba. He's offside, isn't he? But he plays the advantage well, and he just follows in. I think Ben Hinchliffe will be very disappointed with that. Decent height for him. If he's not going to catch it, punch it away from goal. It's nothing more than what Hartlepool have deserved in the second half. Finally hit the target. They follow in on a goalkeeper's mistake, and can they now capitalise on this and get an equaliser?
Kabamba's first goal of the season. Well, they'll get nervy, you would think, at the back here, Stockport. Remember, a side who haven't won any of their last 6 matches. They've lost 5 of them. Stopped the rot against Sutton with that goalless draw at the weekend. On their way to 3 points here, but it could be a nervy last 5 minutes. Oh, another chance! Oh, he came close to getting a touch on that.
Brilliantly in the final third and took his goal very well. I think it'll be a big signing for Stockport to get them away from the relegation zone and get them further up the league.
He's played in the Football League with Bolton, made his debut for them when he was 19, replaced Eidegard Jonsson. He was a sub when he made his debut. This goal will be enough to win this, though. Can they close this out, Stockport? Mafuta, Hartlepool looking dangerous. Donaldson with the cross, measured ball, good ball. Well defended, though. They're going to have another go here, though, Hartlepool. Hawks, Toure up against Minahan. He's worked the room for the shot. Oh, what a save! Outstanding stop by Hinchliffe.
Well, he made up for his earlier mistake. Toure, time and time again, cutting in on that left-hand side. It's a comfortable height for him, I have to say.
Well, the ball over is a bit of a waste. Since the 3rd of September, have Stockport tasted victory. That when they beat Fylde 2-1 at Edgeley Park. They're seconds away from all 3 points here now, though. Unless there's some real late drama, as there was, remember, in Hartlepool's last game when they scored a winner around this sort of time. They've got a free kick here. Goodness me. This could be pretty much the last kick of the game. Foul on Kabamba.
That certainly is a foul. In fairness to Nicky Kabamba, since he's come on, I think he's led the line brilliantly. He's been a nuisance, and this is a real chance, isn't it? Just wondered, do you go goalkeeper's side? And you certainly had that option at this angle to get it up and over the wall.
Hawks, Donaldson and Featherstone all there. Stockport on the brink of all 3 points. This could well be the last kick of the game. It's a last chance for Hartlepool to snatch a point. But they won't, like that. It was the last kick of the ball. Off target from Hawks. And it's Stockport who take the points. Their first win in 7 matches for Jim Gannon's side. Hard fought in the end. Perhaps more hard fought than it really needed to be. But it was a good second half from Craig Hicknell's Hartlepool, who got themselves back into it in the closing stages through their second half sub, Kabamba. But they'd left themselves too much to do, too little, too late, really, from Hartlepool. Their 3-game unbeaten run is over. This their 6th loss of the season. But even in defeat, Hartlepool, from that second half performance, can take positives. But Stockport finally back to winning ways. At Edgeley Park, it finishes Stockport County 2, Hartlepool United 1.